can I talk? And he said, sure.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour live on YouTube. Today, we are coming to you from Berks Lanes in Shillington, Pennsylvania. We are just about ready to introduce our top five. Take it away, Matt.
Okay, good afternoon, bowling fans, and welcome to Berks Lanes for our fifth PJBT of the 21st season. Our regular single event today here at Berks Lanes is Sinking Spring. It is time to introduce our five finalists for our four step ladder matches for today. Starting with the scratch division. Our number 5 seed from Pasadena, Maryland, Troy Owens.
Your fifth seed in scratch from Pasadena, Maryland, Troy Owens.
First match, she'll be taking on our number 4 seed from Sinking Spring, PA, Matthew Ward.
Your number 4 seed from Sinking Spring right here, Matthew Bortz.
Match number 1 will advance to game number 2 to take on our number 3 seed from Lebanon, PA, Colby Bennett.
Your number 3 seed from Lebanon, Colby Bennett.
Winner of match number 2 will advance to the semifinals to take on our number 2 seed from Reading, PA, Ethan Reimer.
Ethan Reimer from Reading is your number 2 seed.
Semifinal match will take on our tournament leader at plus 362 for 8 games from Wilmsdorf, PA, Daniel.
And climbing from 5th to 1st in the last game with his 259 from Wilmsdorf, Daniel Althaus. Okay, those are your scratch participants. Now we will get ready for our handicap.
Introduce our 5 handicap finalists. Our number 5 seed for today from Lancaster, PA, Bethany Jaquith.
Your number 5 seed from Lancaster, Bethany Jaquith. Your number 4 seed from Edders, PA, Sarah Fennicle.
Match number 1 will take on our number 3 seed from Lancaster, PA, Daniel Eberly.
Daniel Eberly is your number 3 seed.
Winner of game number 2 will advance to the semifinal to take on our number 2 seed from Lancaster, PA, Derek Keller.
Derek Keller, I believe I heard from Lancaster, your number 2 seed.
Semifinal match will take on our tournament leader at plus 477 for 8 games from New Hope, Pennsylvania, Andy Hoffman.
And your number 1 seed from New Hope, Pennsylvania, Andy Hoffman, at an incredible plus 477. All right, so that is our top 5 for each while we get ready for match number 1. Joining me in the, we gotta get sponsored by somebody here. Joining me in the blah 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 booth, the president of the Penn State Berks bowling team,
Yes.
Liz Hunsinger. Liz, thank you for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you for having me, Jason.
Sure. So, what did you think of this pattern today? What did we bowl on? What is it called? Neon? What-
Neon. It's a new
Neon?
kettle pattern. Yeah.
Neon. Yes, neon. It's 43 feet.
Honestly, I thought it played a lot like a house shot here at Berks Lanes. But
Usually everything does.
I bowl at Berks Lanes, so
Yes, you live right up the street.
I do.
Yes. All right, let's take a look at some scores here. First in scratch, your top seed, Daniel Althaus. He was plus 224 after qualifying, which he was in second. Then he shot games of 247, 202, 259. He only went 1 and 2 in match play, but it was enough to get him up to the top at plus 362. Your second, Ethan Reimer. He was 13th after match play at plus 123, and he shot games of 247, 277, 213. He won his 3 matches, get him up to second at plus 350. Colby Bennett. He was third after qualifying at plus 216, and he shot games of 228, 223, 211. He went 2 and 1. It got him up to plus 338. Matthew Bortz. He was first after qualifying at plus 233, and then he shot games of 233, 212, and he shot 170. He went 2 and 1. 308 was his total, good enough for fourth. Troy Owens qualified sixth at plus 168. Then he shot games of 223, 245, 205. He went 2-1. Get him up to plus 301. So that's our scratch. Handicap. Andy Kaufman, your top seed. He shot games of 244, 220, 152, 179, 160 at plus 300 with his handicap. He qualified first. Then he had games of 132, 147, 201. He won all three of those matches. Yes, he won all three of those matches to get to plus 477. Derek Keller. He was plus 111 and qualified fifth. Then he shot games of 234, 187, 198. He went 3-0 to get to plus 334. Daniel Eberle, he qualified second at plus 169. Shot games of 190, 171, 188. He went 2-1 to get to plus 274. Sarah Fenical. She was third after qualifying at plus 154, then shot games of 117, 137, 174. She went 1-2, get her up to 210. Bethany Jakewith, she was eighth after qualifying at plus 49, and she went 2-1 to get her to plus 194 and make the cut. All right, so there was our top five. And again, if you're just tuning in, we were bowling on Neon. First time we've used Neon, 43 feet.
Scores were high.
Scores were very high. It's good to see we got a lot of talk on our message board. Nobody said hi to us.
Ah, someone say hi to me.
So at this time next week, you should be coming back from Ohio.
Yeah, in an 8-hour car ride.
Good for you. All right, so we got Matthew Bortz and Troy Owens in this first match in scratch. And in handicap, we got Bethany Jakewith and Sarah Fenical. Sarah will be getting 3 pins.
Okay, bowling fans, we're about to begin our first of 4 step ladder matches. Starting on the scratch side, we have number 4 seed Matthew Bortz taking on number 5 seed Troy Owen. That is elected to start the match on lane 3. On the handicap side, we have number 4 seed Sarah Fenical taking on number 5 seed Bethany Jacob. The difference in handicap is just 3 pins going to Sarah, and Sarah has elected to start the match on lane 5. Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our game 1 finalist.
Okay, and away we go. Like I said, Sarah's getting 3 pins from Bethany. For those of you that don't know Sarah's story, she bowled right-handed but had to give up bowling right-handed last year due to some rotator cuff problems, so she started bowling left-handed. I could have never done that.
Neither could have I.
Bort starts out with a strike.
She's been pretty successful left-handed, too.
Yes. The good news also for Sarah is she could see the pins today.
Oh, yeah.
She is colorblind, and she always seems to make the top 5 when we use the gold pins for the finals, and she cannot see the color gold. So she literally looks at nothing when she's bowling on the gold pins. Troy wrapped a 10 on his first shot.
Sarah picks up her spare.
Let's see what Bethany could do her first frame. Baby split. We had 64 bowlers here today.
Troy went a little high. leaving just a 4-pin.
Interestingly enough, we had 47 in scratch.
If you do that quick math, that's not a lot of handicap bowlers,
No.
which is good. More and more handicap bowlers, I think, are bowling scratch now.
Daniel. I'm assuming a lot were out today practicing for the Danny Wiseman tournament next week.
Oh no.
Not really sure what happened to Bethany there.
I think she just dropped it. Happens to us all. Double for Matt. Bethany makes her spare.
Four pin for Bortz. Sarah up, frame 2, lane 6. She leaves the 1-2-4. She's only colorblind to the color gold. So today she could see the pins no problem.
Can she see the boards?
Yes.
She can see the lane?
Yes. It's only for our majors when we use the gold pins in the finals that she has an issue. And the interesting thing is, she usually wins on the gold pins. It's amazing. Troy Owens up in the 4th. He's looking to double. He comes in high, 6-7-10. Sarah on lane 5. She leaves the 7 pin. And the Jets are on the board.
That's 2. Open frame for Troy.
So Bortz with an early 20-pin lead. Sarah missed her 7-pin.
Matt with a strike. Lane 4. And Bethany with a strike on lane 6.
Bortz comes in high, leaves himself the 6-pin.
It's looking like lane 3 is hooking a bit more.
Agreed. Bethany shooting at the 6-10.
Ooh, she picks it up. She's trying to do that.
So you made it through qualifying today.
I did, yeah. I bowled okay during match play, but I wasn't plus 370 like some of these guys. I think I finished at plus 190, so not bad.
Certainly not.
Oh, pocket 7-9 for Sarah. Troy's looking at double. Oh.
He seems a little lost on lane 3.
Yes, I would agree.
I'm going to assume he made a fairly large adjustment off of his last shot, and that ball checked up even sooner. All right, so it's Sarah's open in the 4th. She finds herself down by 13.
Seven pin for Sarah. That's a good shot.
All right, after 6 on the scratch side, Bortz with a 22-pin lead. He could extend it to 32 with a strike here.
Checked up for him, too.
Yes. Waiting in the wings on the scratch side is Colby Bennett. And on the handicap side, Daniel Eberly.
These lanes definitely started hooking more as the day went on.
Bethany struck in her 5th frame to extend her lead. She's now up in the 6th looking for a double. That's going to cross over. I'm in.
5-pin. 5-pin is supposedly the easy pin, but sometimes it doesn't feel like that.
May the 3rd, 1993. It's the last time I missed one.
I can tell you I missed one more recently than that.
You weren't even born in 1993. And how do I know it was May the 3rd, 1993? I shot 800 that day.
I remember you telling me that.
Yes,
I missed 5-pin.
I missed 5-pin. Only a dumb butt like me could do that. Like Troy had a little
Stick or something.
yes. So he's going to need to start striking. And the bad news for him is he has to finish on lane 3. Over on the handicap side, Bethany is clean through 6. We'll update the score here after Sarah shoots her spare shot. Troy now up frame 8. Has a better
And
shot.
a strike. Sometimes you just need that first strike on the lane you're struggling on.
Sarah makes her spare. So she finds herself down 24. Bortz gets the 9 out. Sarah looking back-to-back marks. That's a good shot. A little unlucky to leave the six pin.
Matt looking to double. Oh, that lane 3.
And that's going to open the door for Troy. So if he gets 2 here, he could max out at 205. Troy could still shoot 216. .205, yes. So
It's a big strike for Troy.
we have the possibility of a tie. If Troy could double and go 9 spare, and if Matt strikes out, we would have a tie at 205. Sarah did make her spare in the 7th. Bethany up in her 7th frame. She leaves the 6 pin. Let's see what Troy could do here if he could double. This will be a big shot.
He gets it.
And that's what you do when your opponent gives you an opening. You probably throw your best shot of the game. All right, so Troy will need to double to shut Matt out. Anything less, and we go on.
Bethany's still clean through 7. Oh, 4 pin.
4 pin. All right, this is actually a big spare strike here because he could spare strike for 195, so that would mean Matt would need to double.
Right.
So
If he spare strikes and Matt spare strikes, we have a tie.
yes. So stay around, tournament director. We may have a tie.
Trying to kill myself.
Bethany missed her spare in the 8th. Sarah leaves a split. All right, big shot here for Troy. Oh, and he carries the 10. That was huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
It'll force Matt to strike if he gets a spare.
All right, a double to win. Sarah does not make her split, so she is down still 23 with 2 frames to go. Turn our attention to the scratch side. It's a pretty good shot.
And he gets
Okay,
it.
that's 1. All right, strike to win, spare to tie, open to lose.
These are the best kinds of matches.
Place your bets. Good shot there by Sarah in the 9th. That match is not over yet. That's a pretty good shot.
And
That's a winner. All right, so as long as he stays behind the foul line, he will advance.
Bethany leaves a 3-9. Not the easiest spare to pick up.
He fouled.
Oh, man.
Okay, that was the other way we could have had a tie.
That was crazy.
All right, so we will have a 9th and 10th frame roll off. Bethany, meanwhile, went open in her 9th and 10th, so she only has 148. Sarah will need a mark. And Sarah gets
Sick.
the mark. Okay, she's still going to need count. So Bethany was cruising along through 7 and then fell apart. All right, scratch side, both bowlers struck. Sarah gets 6.
That should be enough.
Yes. Yeah, she's, even with, if she missed all these, she's at 149 scratch.
Yeah,
So-
she has 3 pins.
Yes.
Can Troy strike on lane 3?
Cannot. Comes in high, leaves a 3-6-10.
You definitely don't see this every day.
Sarah gets 1. She will advance with a 153 to 148 victory over Bethany Jakewith. Troy makes his spare. So, if he strikes in a little bit of the same,
Yeah, we'll
Matt-
do it again.
Matt would need to strike on his first ball and stay behind the foul line, or go spare strike. So again, this is a big shot here for Troy. And he gets 6. So Matt is still going to need to mark. So 36 for Troy.
And he gets it.
He just wanted to make it interesting.
Ooh, that he did.
All right. Matt Bortz will be moving on to take on Colby Bennett in match number 2.
The hardest part of that game looked like striking on lane 3.
Yes.
That's what
I'm-
killed them.
I'm sure all the other bowlers that are coming up took notice to that. So I have a feeling you're going to see a lot of the higher seeds starting the match.
49 to 36.
Yes, 49 to 36 was your roll-off final. Try not to die.
I am recovering from bronchitis. So I apologize for any hacking.
Troy Owens. 5th place.
And our fifth place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $30 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Bethany Jakewell.
Bethany Jakewith. 5th place.
On to our second matches.
All right. So as we let the incoming bowlers throw some practice shots, let's talk about the upcoming schedule on the PJBT. Next week, we're off because we go on the road for the Danny Wiseman tournament, which, by the way, is sold out as of
saw that.
yesterday, I believe. All 3 squads are sold out, so if you do want to have a chance at the bowl, you could get on the waiting list. Even if you are not bowling, you could go down Friday night and bowl in the doubles tournament. I believe it's $1,000 per team to win, I believe.
It's a pretty good payout.
That is down in the Baltimore area, a little north of Baltimore. Then, when we come back, our next event is a girls-only tournament on Saturday, October 19th. Are you around, or are you guys out? You guys are up in Penn State
Unfortunately,
that weekend.
We are in Mechanicsburg.
Mechanic. Oh, yeah.
It's PA Classic.
Yes, I'll probably be there for that Saturday.
Yeah, I have to miss all the girls' tournaments this year. It's very upsetting.
But you don't miss mine.
I will be there, Jason.
All right. That girls' tournament is Saturday, October the 19th at J Lanes in the Douglasville area. That's
Local,
a 2:30
too.
start time. Yes. Then the following day, Sunday, October the 20th, we go to ABC North for major number 3. So we'll be close to you.
You will be.
You'll be at West. We'll be at North. That is on a challenge pattern, and we'll have the gold pins in for the finals of that one.
High girl payout, too, for
High
major.
correct. That's Saturday. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's,
I know the high girl payouts.
that's Sunday, October the 20th, ABC North. Then the 27th, we have our annual PJBT JBT 8-game marathon this year. It's at Jordan Lanes in Whitehall. I don't think you have a tournament that weekend,
That is our one free weekend, so I'll probably be there.
which is good because
8 games.
my kid likes Jordan.
I bowl with his kid at college, if you haven't picked that up.
And then the following week, 2 tournaments again. We have a girls-only tournament. Canes Lanes in Manheim, second time we've been there. And then the following day, we're at Jordan again for the Super Adult Junior Tournament. I know
Should be
you guys.
fun. Yeah,
yes.
we're at Penn State that
Yes,
weekend.
you're at Penn State that weekend. Yes. Super Adult Junior is just like a regular Adult Junior, except it's 4 on a team. 2 adults, 2 juniors. Then on the 10th, we have an under 21 doubles. That's at Dutch Lanes, again, in the Effort area. That means for our live stream, I will have to record it and upload it. And then we have our ever popular, on the 17th of November, Bowling Center Championship. That is where teams of 5 from the same bowling center come in and you bowl as a team. It's a long day. It's at Limerick this year. For those of you that are coming from out of state, we do allow you to mix teams from different bowling centers. The winning teams earn, I believe it's $500 for their junior leagues as well.
Does that have to be a junior league teams?
No.
So it can be anybody?
Yes, but if you win, the money goes to the junior league. Like, you guys still win, get your scholarships for winning, but there's also a $500 award that goes to the winning house's junior league.
Gotcha. So
But yeah, no, you could bowl in it.
if I just started bowling at Berks this year, can Berks be my home house now?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Yes, as long as you're bowling in a league at that bowling center, yes. All right, so that is the upcoming tournament through November. After this next game, we'll talk about the all-important That's Tacular. All right. Looks like Matt is ready for introductions for match number 2.
Okay, bowling fans, it is now time to begin game number 2 of our finals. Game number 2, we have number 3 seed Kobe Bennett taking on number 4 seed Matthew Berks. Kobe has led the start match on lane 3. On the handicap side, we have number 3 seed Daniel Everly taking on number 4 seed Sarah Fenical. Daniel has elected to start the match on lane 5, and the difference in handicap is 34 going to Sarah. Okay? Bowling fans, that's a nice hit for our game 2 finalists.
All right, off we go for game 2. Looks like Colby Bennett will be starting. As predicted, the higher seed is probably going to want to start the match. On the handicap side, Sarah's getting 34 pins this game.
And lane 3 checks up.
Yes. The only person that I could see that, well, I think the number 2 seed, I don't know if he's left-handed or, yes, the number 2 seed is left-handed, so that may not matter. But wouldn't surprise me if my kid ends up liking lane 3 better. It seems the more left he could get, the more he likes it.
Daniel starts off with a strike. Colby picks up his spare.
So what are you majoring in?
Education. This is my last year.
You want to educate yourself? Or that?
I'm educating myself on how to be an educator.
Matt leaves the big 4 in the first. Sarah leaves the 1, 2. Bortz takes the 2. Colby out to an early 12-pin lead. Sarah makes her spare. Nine pin for Matt. Sarah leaves the 4 pin. Bortz makes his spare. Colby goes 10 back in the second. Sarah does not make her spare. Let's see what Daniel could do in his second frame. He struck in his first. He's up quickly. He comes in high, leaves a baby split. 1, 2, 4 for Colby. Everly chops his split attempt. Colby makes his spare. Everly leaves the 6 pin.
4 pin.
Sorry, 4 pin. I'm dyslexic.
Don't know if that's what dyslexia is, but
Okay, I read right to left.
picks it up.
Sarah up, frame number 3. Lane 6. Going right. She takes 3 off the right.
Matt with a strike on lane 3. Looks like he's actually figuring that out a little bit. Thank you.
Sarah leaves 1 on her spare attempt. That's back-to-back opens for her. Colby comes in high, 4-6-7.
It's a good shot. Oh, came up a little high.
She leaves the 4-7-10.
This pattern really broke down.
Yes. Which may give the lefty an advantage.
Yeah, we'll have to see how he does next match.
Sarah gets 1, so we'll update that score after Daniel's 4th frame.
Good shot by Colby on lane 3. Leaves a 10 pin. And Daniel trips the 6 pin forward for a strike. Sarah is leading with her handicap by about 10 pins. Good shot. Leaves a 4 pin. Matt looking for the first double of the scratch match.
And he gets it and
He
takes the
does.
lead.
Daniel makes his spare.
So Bort's with an 11-pin lead through 5. Could extend it to 21 with a strike here.
Ooh, kicks the 10 pin out for a turkey.
Oof. That was a really good shot there by Sarah. Unlucky. Colby with a strike of his own on this in the 6th. Still down by 21, but could cut it to 11 with a strike here in the 7th.
Sarah misses her 10 pin.
Yes, she's imploding a little bit this game.
They are still about even with handicap. Colby looking to double.
That was his
Gets
by,
it.
by far his best shot over there. Looks like he threw it a little harder.
Sarah with a split. Ooh, 9 pin for Matt.
And that potentially, depending upon what happens, the next frame for him and 2 frame for Colby could even this match up. Sarah takes her 3. Interestingly, knock on wood, or we haven't had any 300s today.
I was actually going to mention that. We had 299 and a 298.
Yes.
A couple 289s, I think.
Yes.
Ooh, Matt trips the 4 pin forwards.
The 299, solid 8.
Yeah, that was a really good shot.
Yes.
Really good shot.
All right, with a double, Colby could tie the match up.
Good shot. Daniel looking to strike, and he gets it.
All right, so he takes the lead in that match. And that match is now tied.
If they both strike out, we have another tie.
And that's Colby's last shot on that lane. So you got to say advantage Colby at this moment. And then Matt says, not so fast.
Coming down to the wire.
Yes.
Matt just did this on last game, though.
Both bowlers could strike out for 236. Sarah, meanwhile, on lane 6, shooting at the 610, which she makes. First mark since the first frame.
Oh, big shot for Matt, and he gets it.
So basically, whatever he does, Colby has to match. And the Eagles won by 25.
Well, they were playing the Jets. Oh, big shot. Matt gets the first 2 in the 10th. Force Colby to double in the 10th as well.
Sarah left the fence in the 8th. That 8 is not the greatest of counts. So Colby needs 2 and 9. Sarah has 119 with her handicap after 8. Daniel already in the 120s after 7. So he could extend his lead here with a double. He comes in high, leaves a 6-10. Four pin. And Matthew Bortz will move on. Halfway up the ladder. Looked like he got that a pinch inside.
He was hoping. Sometimes you just gotta hope. The handicap side, Daniel made his spare. He's clean except one split in the second. Another good shot by Daniel.
All right, Matthew Bortz with a 234, 214 win for Colby Bennett. And over on the handicap side, Sarah's going to need to at least throw the first three here to have any chance. Oh, another bad break.
10 pin.
She does not make her spare.
So Daniel Eberly will move on, correct?
Yeah, best Sarah could do is 158. Daniel would just need a pin. And Sarah's officially shut out. She will finish in fourth. Shawnzy wants to know who they're cheering for. They're cheering for us.
Who wants to know what?
Shawnzy wants to know who they're cheering for. They're going to cheer for us. Yes, ma'am, you do have a birthday coming. You do have a birthday coming. He just picks up everything. Baltimore trying for a field goal to tie the game. And the game is tied.
Does that say 10 seconds left?
No, it looks like, is it 10 seconds or 6 minutes? It is 10 seconds, yes.
Wow. I'm in a football pool. I have Baltimore winning this game.
He even slipped. All right, so Daniel Eberly with a 186-148 victory over Sarah Fennicle. That would help.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes game number 2 of our finals, finishing in 4th in the scratch division. Getting an $85 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Colby Bennett.
Colby Bennett, fourth place, scratch division. Sarah Fenical. All right. Now we get ready for the semifinals.
Okay, on to our semifinal matches.
All right. As we get ready for the semifinals, let's talk about the Tacular. You're too old to bowl in it. All right.
I'm not too old to bowl in it.
That's right. And you're our first female entry for the tournament.
If there's only one girl, do you still give a girl's prize?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. All right. That tournament, Saturday, December the 21st, with a 1 o'clock start time at our favorite little bowling center, East Lincoln. $80 entry fee if you sign up and pay on or before November the 1st. $90 if you pay after November the 1st. Only taking 64 bowlers to fill the field. Scratch tournament. First place is a guaranteed $1,500 scholarship. And you heard me correct. Guaranteed. Some other little interesting things that day, as Liz said about girls. The top 2 girls in my tournament will get a free entry to the following day girls-only tournament at East Lincoln Lanes. Also, for those of you that do not know, I have my own logo, PA Fats. If you wear any articles of EFX clothing with the PA Fats logo that day, you will be entered into a free tournament within a tournament. I have raffle tickets selling for that event. Raffle tickets are $5 a piece. You get 5 raffle tickets for $20. I have 15 prizes to give away, 8 bowling balls, 2 bags, 5 gift certificates to various pro shops around the area. If you want to sell raffle tickets, you get 50 cents off your entry for each raffle ticket that you sell. So, if you sell 160 raffle tickets, you get a free entry for my tournament.
My mom's already on it.
Yes. 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 So if you want any and other information on this tournament, feel free to look at my tournament page on Facebook. You spell it PHATTSTACULAR, or you can look me up on Facebook. My real name is Jason Althouse, ALT House. You'll see the PA Fats logo as my main profile picture. And feel free to contact me. You could pay via check, cash, or PayPal. So far, we have 18 entries signed up. Like I said, we only take 64 to fill the field. We're also going to have some type of auction going on that day. Don't know quite what's going on with that yet. But as I said, it's at my favorite little bowling center, East Lincoln. We are also, it's on a Fats pattern made especially by me and a couple of my friends. Less than 2-to-1 ratio, for those of you that know what that means. If you would like to practice, we were having a 3-hour practice session Friday night from 7 to 10, $15, and you can practice for the entire 3 hours if you choose. I would suggest you practice on it.
Does that mean it's going to be hard?
I just said it's less than 2-to-1 ratio. So yes, it's going to be difficult. You should know I would come up with something difficult.
It's all right. The harder, the better.
Take it away, Matt.
Okay,
All right, off we go to the semifinals. In the scratch side, Ethan Reiner will be starting. Could have guessed that pretty easily. And on the handicap side, Derek Keller will be starting. Derek is getting 6 pins from Daniel.
Ethan starts with a strike on lane 3.
Like I said, he may have a huge advantage in this match and if he makes it into the finals. Derek leaves a 4-pin. Berks leaves a 4-pin. Keller makes his spare. Berks makes his spare. And the Ravens are punting in overtime.
That's not good.
Eberle comes in high, leaves a 3-6-10. Berks goes 10 back.
On lane 3.
Eberle makes his spare. So Matt may have figured out something on lane 3. He struck the last 3 out of his last 4 shots over there. Actually, 4 out of his last 5. Reiner with a strike.
Double. Ooh, good spare by Eberle. Keller leaves the 4-6-7. Not so easy of a split to convert.
And it looks like Baltimore may have recovered a fumble.
We watching football or bowling over here?
Trying to watch both. That's not what you want to do, getting down on a split.
Matt picks up his spare.
He's down 8. Let's see what Derek could do if he could come back off that open.
That leaves a bucket on lane 3. And Keller leaves a bucket. Lane 5.
Good spare.
Okay, both converted.
Good shot by Ethan. He takes a 12-pin lead. Eberle crosses over, leaves just the 6-pin. It gets a little tough when you're, bowling and you're having millions upon millions of people watching you on YouTube. And of course, me as well.
Double for Ethan.
It's like an audition.
Yeah. I guess if there's millions of people watching this, I should be a little more nervous.
And me.
You don't scare me, Jason. Matt comes back with a strike. Ooh, and Eberle kicks out the 4-5-7 for a strike. 4-5-7 is a terrible split to leave. I leave it frequently. But I used to leave it. I don't leave it so much anymore.
You learned how to roll the ball a little more end over end, have we?
A little bit more than I used to. Big double for Matt. Still trails.
By 8. Let's make that 12.
Will be more if he can strike here. Wish he can.
Ethan is very nonchalant.
Yes, very. Doesn't look like anything phases him, which is a good quality to have. Keller chops the spare, and Ethan strikes again for 4 in a row.
Thank you. Your head is nice, but not that nice.
Bort strikes for 3 in a row.
Derek misses that one to the right. 1, 2, 4.
Matt looks like he found something.
Yeah, it looks like 3 and 4 are a little bit more evened out now.
Mm-hmm.
Good spare for Keller. He's down by about 20 at this point.
Ethan with another strike. Eberle with a double. Wrap the 7-pin. It's only his second miss.
And Baltimore's going for the win.
Oh, good shot.
And he made it. I'm happy. I had Pittsburgh getting 3.5. And you're happy too, because you're Baltimore
I did have Baltimore.
to win. All right, so that 7-pin actually lets Bortz back into this match.
Daniel also missed his 10-pin. Oh. Bortz didn't like it. Leaves the 4-7.
Yes, if he had struck out, he would have forced Ethan to strike out to win.
Ethan can strike out for 267. Matt can only strike out for 234.
So even if Matt were to strike out, Ethan doesn't even need a mark. He'll just need good count on his first shot.
Keller looking for a double to make this game a little closer. Oh, and he gets it.
It's an interesting way to strike.
Looks good on the board.
Yep.
Good shot by Eberly, coming back after that open.
So,
Matt does strike out for the 234. Ethan just needs good count.
Eberly's still up by about 13
Oh no.
until there.
Bad
All right.
break.
So Ethan is going to need 9 on his first ball to shut him out. Anything less, he's going to need to do something on his second shot. And that's 8. 7.
It's 8. I think the score is around. Is it?
Does he have 8 or 7 there?
I think it's 8.
You're going to need to get rid of that pin.
Can't
That-
just be easy.
That's a huge 7 would mean he would have had to make the spare.
8, he just needs 1, correct? 25.
1 to tie. Actually, he would need to make the spare anywhere.
This is too much math for me.
And you want to be an educator. Actually, yeah. Now he can make the spare to win. Yes, if he gets 1, it's a tie.
This is not the easiest spare either.
Don't let him shoot that.
Yeah, wait, get the deadwood.
All right, so Derek, 4 straight marks. He's probably not going to. He pushed it back, but he didn't push it back far enough, and he's not getting it. So he's got to get it. But never mind, Matt. Never mind. He's got it now.
Keller with a strike on lane 5. Both
All right.
matches are close.
So let's see what Ethan could do. 1 to tie, 2 to win. He's got at least 1.
And
He
he
makes
made it.
All right, so Ethan Reimer will be moving on to the finals to face Daniel Althaus. Advantage Ethan.
Eberly with a good strike. 4-pin difference in that match.
Yes. While we were focusing on the scratch match, Derek came and took the lead.
Both are on strikes going into the 10th frame. So if one of them can get the first one, that's the game.
All right, 245, 234 victory for Ethan Reiner over Matt Bortz. Daniel with a mark. So he could strike for 180, which would force Derek to
Mark.
spare 7 or strike and count.
So he will force Keller to mark. Correct?
Correct. Yes, if he were to go 9 out, he'd have 172 with his handicap.
Let's see what Derek can do.
That was a good shot.
Good shot.
Now you got to make the dreaded 10 pin to win.
I have definitely missed a 10 pin in high stakes situations.
And he made it like he knew exactly what he was doing. All right, he's still going to need 5 here.
Can't foul.
He made that as if he was Walter Ray Williams.
He knew he had it too.
Deadeye. All right, not over yet. Still needs 5. And he gets 9.
Another good shot.
All right, 183, 178 victory for Derek Keller.
Two close matches. All bowlers
Yes.
bowled very well.
Yes. The handicap helped. Scratch-wise, Daniel
Yeah.
beat him by a stick.
1 pin.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our semifinal matches. Finishing in third in the scratch division, getting a $100 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Matthew Berks.
Matt Bortz. Third place.
And our third place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $50 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Daniel Everly.
Daniel Eberly. Third place in the handicap division.
Okay, on our title matches.
All right. As our top seeds get some warm-up shots. So, Liz, you've got to see Daniel bowl now quite often.
Yes.
Both of you bowling for Penn State Berks.
Yes.
I'll admit I've gotten to see him bowl a little more over the years.
Probably more than I have.
Go ahead and talk about his game.
Okay.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah, you are. I don't know. What do you want me to say? He is a very versatile bowler, I'd say. I'd say his like go-to game is play up two. He just loves playing up two. Or yes, he does.
That's
Well,
not his go-to.
He says he loves that.
He does. He learned how to do it, but his go-to game is the more left he could get, the better.
Well, yeah.
But you're right. He is very versatile.
He. I don't know. Seems like at school he tries to play everything up too. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Thanks to the patterns that are put out there. But
So the kid might have more hand than Pop.
yeah, he has more hand than you do. I would assume you're talking about you two, right?
No, we're talking about all the hand that they.
Oh, I don't know. I don't bowl. I haven't thrown a bowling ball in 10 or 11 years.
Really?
Smart. I'm smart. SMRT smart. I am so smart. SMRT. So it'll be interesting to see what. I have a feeling he's going to start on 3.
It works. Yeah. It's hard to read, but it works.
Not the most ideal place for a dark.
Because we're going to try to do
You have the Packers or the Cowboys.
I have the Packers getting 3.5.
I have the Packers.
I would assume you're starting. Look like 4. Daniel. I believe Daniel is trying to win title number 12. Second on the year.
Okay, bowling fans, it's time for a title matches for today's PJBT. Starting on the scratch side, we have top seed Daniel Allhouse taking on number 2 seed Ethan Reimer. Daniel has elected to start the match on lane 3. On the handicap side, we have top seed Andy Hoffman taking on number 2 seed Derek Keller. Andy has elected to have Garrett start the match on lane 5, and the difference in handicap is 31 going to Andy. Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our title match.
All right, Andy's getting 31 pins in the handicap. This will be his last game, getting a decent amount of handicap. He gets re-rated after today. And his average is going up.
Yeah.
Ten pin. I think that's going to be the key to the match is how many 10 pins is he going to leave on 3. Derek starts out with a 4 pin. Conversion for Daniel.
You see handicap bowlers doing well at tournaments when they're in that phase where their average is increasing. They're getting better.
Yes. Let's see what Ethan could do. He picks up where he left off. And Hoffman starts out with a 7-10.
Gets the count.
Even with things on him. And he got the 1. Daniel down a quick 10 pins. And a second split for Andy.
Interesting leave.
Yes. And Daniel's up there thinking. I saw the smoke. Must be something on the approach.
Now he's walking the wrong way.
It's been buzzing around here all day.
It's sitting where I want to stand.
There's a wasp on it. Or yeah. It's actually was buzzing around here all day today.
I'm allergic to bees, so
Wow.
he's gonna smush it.
No, don't squish it.
That's,
Just get a paper and move the damn thing.
I'll pick it up.
Nicole, go handle that.
Keller with a strike. This has been an interesting day. Step ladder finals.
All right, so Derek starts out with spare strike. And we got destruction on lane 6. All right, so let's see what Daniel makes an adjustment. He gives it a little more turn, slows the speed down a little bit, does something.
He did something.
He certainly did something, all right.
Crossed over, leave a 6-pin. Not happy with that shot.
And he looks back and says, wow. As I said, advantage lefty.
Still gotta make the shots though. Keller looking for a double, and he gets it. 10 back. Ethan is perfect through 3.
So Ethan trying to make quick work of this championship match. And he trips the 6-8. He was definitely off balance on that shot. Got his back foot up a little further. Got his torso above his knee, or past his knee a little bit.
But he carries. Good shot. Danny strikes on lane 4.
All right. So now he's doing the Danny Wiseman. This is what Danny Wiseman always does. I've seen him do this at least 10 times.
I don't know if you can see it on the live feed.
No.
But he's on the ground.
Yes, he was on the ground. He's trying to see where the push is in the mid lane.
Interesting.
Yes.
Let's see if it works.
But then again, if a Hall of Famer could do it, why not copy a Hall of Famer? It worked.
He struck.
All right, we got lane 6 fixed. Andy now up lane 3.
Looking to get on the board.
Fast 8. Ethan, that's a good shot.
5 in a row for Ethan. He's been striking all day. Andy picks up his first mark.
And Liz just Eddie mushed him.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Good shot there by Andy. Ethan makes his spare to keep the lead. He's up by 17 at the moment. Could be cut to 7 with a strike here by Daniel.
There's that B again. Deller looking for a turkey. I said Deller. Keller looking for a turkey. And
Ooh.
10 pin. Good shot.
He wants to watch too. Derek makes his 10 pin again.
Light mixer. Danny gets it to fall.
And he trails by 7. He could actually take the lead with the strike here.
Are you sure?
Yes. If they were to, if both bowlers were to strike out, Ethan would win 277 to 270. So he could take the lead by 3 here with a strike, because he'd be up a frame.
But Ethan would still max out with a higher
and then,
score.
then if Ethan would strike in
I
the
see.
7th, he'd be
Okay.
back up by 7 again.
Oh, lane 6 is broken again.
And he gets the 10 out. All right, he takes the lead.
Keller leaves a 3 pin. Comes up a little high.
And Ethan comes right back and buries it again. And he goes up by 7. and 17. That's Derek's first open of the match. He had, at that moment, made up those 31 pins.
Andy can take advantage by striking here for a double.
That's going high. When he goes back and watches that shot tonight, he's going to see that he popped up at the foul line, which caused him to set that ball short.
Andy leaves a 7-pin on a strike. See if he can pick it up.
And he doesn't. So that gives a tie match.
Yeah, dead even
Don't know why I thought Andy was still up by a pin. Match is tie.
in the 5th frame. Both of them are working on opens.
Daniel pretty much in a must-strike situation here. He could still strike out for 248, but Ethan could strike out for 277.
258, right? No, you're right, 248. I'm sorry, math. Math is not my strong suit.
Okay, so as an educator, you will not be teaching math.
I'll be teaching 2nd grade math.
All right, so 2 marks here for Ethan, any kind of marks. He went high, got lucky not to leave a split. Actually, with a spare here, he would need to double now to shut him out. Yes, if he were to go strike spare, he would shoot 246 and Daniel could still shoot to 248. If he goes strike spare. So he needs a double to shut him out. My mistake. See, my math wasn't the greatest there either. Derek over here on the handicap side, he leaves the 3-6. All right, Ethan gets the first.
Good
Needs
job by
one more.
Ethan.
You could see the excitement. Okay, you can, but
I think he'll be excited if he gets this shot.
he certainly doesn't take a lot of time.
Oh.
Oh, stoned a 10, and that gives Daniel an opportunity.
Wow, that was a beautiful shot.
All right, so if he makes this, Daniel's going to need a double in 9. If he misses it, double in 8. Derek spared in his 6th frame. He's now up in the 7th. Good shot. That match is still even.
Denny must strike here.
Gets the first. And Andy leaves the 3-7 split. And he takes the 1. There's 2. Now he still needs 9. Better shot there by Andy. Leaves a 7 pin.
Nine to win.
And
Oh.
that's a 9.
He gets 9.
247, 246 victory. Daniel Althaus.
All of our matches in the scratch side were close. It was an exciting step ladder.
That was a tough loss for Ethan.
Yeah, that was a really good shot in the second ball attempt.
We see that. It's surprising how often that happens, stuff like that. All right, so let's focus on the handicap. Let's not move the camera that much. Four pin. Andy missed his 7 pin, by the way.
Derek's ball is not coming back.
Oh, we got a ball stuck.
Bowlers that are here for our favorite football, you get about 5 minutes left of your program this afternoon. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to spend the afternoon with us. Keep in mind we do this every Saturday and Sunday between 3 and 5. We are coming into our busy season. We do so. We do recommend that you make reservations for our favorite Bowl. That way we can guarantee that you have a lane when you come in. At the end of your program, we'll start calling around and do ask you please do not throw any more bowling balls because the machines will be shutting down. Also ask that you please help us out by putting your bowling balls back in the right street down. Bring your shoes back up to our front counter and please put your trash in the trash cans. Once again, I hope everyone enjoyed themselves this afternoon. Please be safe on your way home.
And the delay did not affect Derek in any way. He finds himself up 4. Did I see that right?
I think he's a frame ahead, so he's up.
No, he's not. Oh, yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. With the score, he is, yes. So he's up 24.
Yeah. Oh,
That's not what he wanted to see there in the 9th.
bad break.
All right. So he's got to regroup, make sure he gets the 2. And he gets the 2.
So Derek has a 163 in the 9th. He can strike out for a 193.
If all bowlers strike out,
Another tie.
another tie.
That's what I enjoy.
Been a very interesting step ladders.
Good shot there by Andy. 6-pin. Somebody's here. I'm here too. Are you?
Unfortunately, I'm still here.
You're the one that has to commentate.
No, I like doing this.
Good spare there by Andy. Well, maybe you want to switch your major.
Maybe I should. My math has not been the best today. Oh, there's the B.
You could
Right
go
in
up.
front of your face.
That's all right. It's only a B. You could go up to Maine with him and take production.
I'm a senior.
Doesn't mean he can't go more. And Andy gets a strike. All right, so if he strikes out here, he would force Derek to double.
I can't get stopped pulling.
Okay. Oh, this is a pretty big spare conversion here. He gets 2. So that means Derek is only going to need 9 pins in 2 shots. If he made that spare, he would have forced Derek to mark. Where is Matthew running to? I don't think I've ever seen him run that fast. I don't think I've ever seen you run that fast.
At the gym.
All right, Derek for the win here.
9 for the win.
Ah,
And that's a
beautiful shot.
winner. Derek
Beautiful shot.
Keller. Can't believe what he just did.
He bowled very well today.
Actually, you know why he did that? Because he knows he gets to be interviewed by me.
Yeah, I'm sure. What is his average?
What is Derek's average? 157.
Yeah, he's bowled very well.
Yes, he has.
Another one.
They come easy after you
Yeah.
lock up the match. .193, 171 victory.
Derek is excited, as he should be.
And Green Bay goes up by 14.
Okay, bowling fans. Oh, they turned me up. Now they turned me off. There we go. That concludes today's PJBT here at Berks. Want to give out our final awards. Finishing runner-up in the scratch division, getting a $125 scholarship certificate and award goes to Ethan Reimer.
Ethan Reimer. Second place finish today. Easily could have won. Probably should have
Our
won.
runner-up finisher in the handicap division, getting a $100 scholarship certificate and award goes to Andy Hoffman.
Andy Hoffman. Runner-up finish today in the handicap division.
Okay, and now it's time to crown our champions in the scratch division. Getting his second title of the season, our first two-time winner of the year, and his 12th career PJBT title, $200 scholarship certificate goes to Daniel Allhouse.
Daniel Althouse. First place.
And our winner in the handicap division, getting his first PJBT title, a $200 scholarship certificate and first place plaque goes to Derek Keller.
Derek Keller. Your handicap champion on the day. We'll be interviewing him first very shortly.
Thank you, bowling fans. Tune in. We'll have final interviews in just a moment with Jason. As soon as we get a picture, want to invite everyone. Don't forget next weekend. Don't forget to tune in. We'll have live streaming pretty much all weekend, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday from Baltimore for the Danny Weissman Scholarship Tournament. And we'll be picking back up in 2 weeks with two events. Our girls event on October the 19th and our major ABC North Lanes in Harrisburg, October the 20th. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.
Okay, Liz, thank you for sitting in with me again today. It was fun having you as
Yeah,
always.
Thank you. I really like doing this.
Good luck to you and the team
Thank you.
next
We're gonna
week
need
out
it.
in Ohio. All right, let me get the mic ready to do the interviews. Hang with us, ladies and gentlemen. Like, move my chair over. Derek. You guys get your picture taken already? Yeah. Have a seat. You get to be interviewed. You want to get mom and dad over here to tape it quick? Go ahead. You want to yell for one of them? That's right, Mom. Get out your phone. All right, we are here today with our handicap division winner, Derek Keller, right?
Yes.
Keller. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was some pretty good bowling there in the finals there.
Thank you.
Is this your first tournament? I don't ever remember seeing you.
I was here the last tournament at Leisure, and then
Okay.
yeah, this is my first win though.
Okay, so now you are automatically qualified for championship weekend down
Yeah.
in Limerick in the beginning of June, where you can bowl for big money. And you get to see me. Okay, so the pattern today was neon. Probably never bowled on it before. This is the first time we've ever used it. How did you attack neon today?
I just tried to do my best, and I mean, I've never bowled on the shot before, so I didn't know what to expect, but
When they announced the pattern, did you look it up quick?
no, I did not.
No. Do you know anything about the pattern?
Nope.
I could tell you at least it's 43 feet. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long have you been bowling for?
I think like 4 years now?
4 years? Very good. And where do you bowl your junior leagues at?
Leisure Lanes.
Leisure Lanes. It's a nice house down there. It's one of my favorite houses. Who's your coach? Or who helps you the most?
My grandfather.
That's good. Always good to stay in the family. What equipment were you throwing today?
High Road X. My spare ball, Storm Mix.
Okay. So let's go back to the championship match a little bit. You're bowling against Andy, and you know how good he was bowling all day. He was, plus $1 million.
Yeah.
And you had to give him 31 pins. Was there anything going through, on in your mind, to have to beat somebody by 32 pins or more to win, who's bowling really good? Like, what did you do to focus on scoring as good as you scored?
Well, I mainly just focused on spares, and if I could get a strike, I would gladly take it.
In your first match, you had to make a 10-pin to win. Were you nervous?
Yes,
Yeah?
especially because I haven't made that many 10 pins today, and I was really nervous.
I tell you what, when you go back and watch this, because I'm sure you're going to go back and watch this, you're going to hear me say that you looked like Walter Ray Williams, dead eye. I mean, you made that like you've been shooting them all your life. I mean,
Well, thank you.
that was perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, who would you like to thank? Well, we got to thank her.
Yeah, I would like to thank my my parents, my grandparents, and everyone who's inspired me to bowl, and also you.
Thank you. Are they going to at least take you out for dinner and dessert tonight for your win?
Maybe.
I mean,
don't
it's
know.
Sunday, so you can't go to Shady Mabel, but
Or Chick-fil-A.
or Chick-fil-A. They'll take you somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere. All right. We'll let you get home because I know you got school tomorrow. I got to go to work tomorrow, too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your handicap champion. First title ever. Only his second tournament. Taking home the $200 first place, Derek Keller. Congratulations once
Thank you.
again. All right, we are here with our scratch champion in an awesome match, 247-246 final, Daniel Althouse. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Win number 12 on your career. Now, I know you're going to go back and watch this,
Yeah.
and you're going to hear me say from the moment that Ethan won his semifinal match that he had the advantage, being lefty.
Yes, especially on lane 3.
Yes.
'Cause
And go ahead.
You saw me in the middle of the match. Basically, I didn't know what to do.
Yes.
I flat 10, then I made a 2-board adjustment left to try to throw it further right.
And it
Didn't
checked
work.
early.
It checked 30 feet.
Yes.
So what I saw is that you couldn't get the ball right of like 21, 22 at the arrows. It was just bone dry. So what I did is I moved another 3 and tried to spin it, basically. Roll like a rolly spin in a way.
I remember some professional teaching you that a couple of years ago. Thank you, Parker.
And it worked.
It did. It did. You didn't miss another shot on that lane.
No.
No. Your only other miss came on lane 4. You left a 6-10 that you almost chopped.
I did almost chop it.
Probably thought you did chop it.
Yeah, once the ball started to hook, I thought
Yes.
I chopped it.
All right, so going into the 10th frame, obviously you know that Ethan had a double to shut you out. First one was solid. Second one was solid.
Second one
let's-
off his hand, I said flush.
Yeah. I mean,
Flushed it.
he should have. That should have struck. But you saw the 10 pin, and I know you knew you had the opportunity.
Yes.
So, I mean, I've seen you need to double to win singles events. I've seen you double to win team events. What goes on in your mind in that situation?
You almost want to think, just relax. Like, don't even really think about it. Just bowl. Especially when you're shooting 240, you have a line you're striking. But even if, just at least put it there. You wrap a 10, okay. You stone a 9, okay. At least you put it there.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did is I actually moved a board and a half off the 610. Wasn't a good shot. I got it right. But I told myself it'll hook. And flushed the first one. I thought about moving a little bit, but I didn't. Flushed the second one. Then I moved a board just to make sure I didn't 3-6-10 or 6-10 or something. And then I didn't really get it in it, but it two-pinned.
Yes, I actually thought your second shot just creeped a touch high, so I figured you were going to adjust off that shot. All right, so title number 12, title number 2 on the season. What equipment did you throw today?
I threw a pin-down IQ tour and a matchup. A pin-up matchup, that's really all I threw. I tried to throw a codex in a phase 2, during transition, but nothing really worked. The matchup just blended it all out for me.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I know you're off to Ohio next week with your Penn State bowling team.
Yes.
Who would you like to actually, is of your 12 tournament wins, has any come at your home house, Berks, before?
I've never won here, no.
And now you have.
Won at Heasters.
Yeah.
That would be the closest.
Who would you like to thank?
Well, first off, by starting to thank the Penn State coaches. They certainly strive to make us better. They certainly can't do everything, but they do everything to improve our experience as bowlers and as people. And I'd like to thank, I guess I thank you. I'm not sure why, but.
Oh, no,
I'm not sure why.
Yes.
I'd also like to thank Ryan for providing me with apparently the best equipment.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking home the first place prize today, title number 12, second on the season, your Scratch Division champion, Daniel Althouse. Congratulations. All right, Matt, come on in and we'll wrap this up.
Yep.
All right,
You know what I was thinking?
Go ahead.
I was thinking he should have thanked the wasp for not stinging him while he was bowling. That's what I was thinking.
That was interesting. So Neon played pretty high scoring today.
Yeah, it seemed like it. I mean, I've never used that pattern before. It's a new Kegel pattern, and they've come out with 4 new ones this year, and we're going to be using all of them in conjunction with all the others this year. So, yeah, I mean, obviously this center is typically conducive to higher scores, and I think the pattern played into that a little. So, but it was good. It was a good event today. With 47 in Scratch was a big turnout for Scratch, so that worked out really good. So, well, we have a big weekend next weekend.
Yes, you do.
Starting Friday night. Don't forget, everybody, you can still sign up for the Baker Doubles tournament down in Baltimore. We start at 6:30 for the Baker Doubles. Like I said, I know Danny Wiseman's event is sold out, 342 entries strong. But basically, you could still enter Friday night. We're not sold out for that. So if you want to come down to bowl Friday, and I invite any of the bowlers who already are signed up to bowl to come on down early Friday night so you can get involved in that event. We're hoping to give out $1,000.
I was going to say,
first.
it's $1,000. Yes.
First place. So, yeah, it should be a good event. And we'll pick back up the following weekend. We have the girls' event at Jay Lanes on Saturday the 19th. And ABC North Lanes is our next overall event in 2 weeks for the major, third major.
All right. Let's
So-
wrap this up, and then they will be live streaming, hopefully all weekend. The center did upgrade to some type of Wi-Fi capacity, so hopefully it'll work.
We're hoping.
If not, you'll be able to catch it on Facebook like they did last year.
Yep.
So we'll keep you updated on what's going on. Just check out our Facebook page, PJBT Bowling Series on Facebook.
Yep.
All right. For all of us here at the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour, to all of you, have a safe, happy, healthy rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next Saturday. See ya.
See ya.